What's goody, everybody? Today's topic, the art of cheerful giving. The Christmas season has finally arrived. Just the season of giving, joy, and cheer. With Santa sleighing right around the corner, there's absolutely nothing to fear. While everyone is focused on gifts, what to get and what to buy, today we're going to dive into the true purpose of this season and the meaning for why. So now that we're live, let's dive. Point number 1, why? Why do we give? What's the purpose of a gift? Is it merely a chore or would it actually be a benefit? And why the end of the year? What makes it so special? Is it just because we can sit around the tree with a mug and some Nestle? While there may not be a logical reason, we might as well just bask in the spirit of this joyous season. A red hat, a jolly giant, and a reindeer with a big red nose. Whether you think they're real or mythical, happiness just overflows. And while these creatures are based around Christmas and the gifts they bear, the underlying message is to always be present and the willingness to share. A toy may be fun, and something extravagant could be great, but if you really think about it, how long have you kept that gift to date? Do you still have that bike from when you were a kid? Or were those earrings you had to have as an adult? And how about just last year? When's the last time you gave that gift any thought? A purse, some J's, some jewelry, or a game? They'll all appear great, but they're not as valuable as they claim. It might be a moment of flash and bring you immediate joy, but at the end of the day, you'll just shelve it like any other toy. The purpose of cheerful giving isn't to give just because. The purpose of cheerful giving is to give out of love. Giving out of love is giving out of the spirit of your heart. Because to give joyfully, you have to know what they want from the start. Instead of the focus being on the price, our mind will shift to exactly what's right. Do they really want games? Or do they want some shoes? Or do they really just wish for you to be in the room? Do they need a new bat? Or do they just want you to throw them the ball? Because sometimes the greatest gifts truly cost nothing at all. When we're mindful, everything magically appears in front of our eyes. So in point number 2, we're unlocking the spirit of joy in our lives. Point number 2, how? The key to giving is it starts in your heart, because it's impossible to give what you don't have from the start. So the first thing we must do is think outside of ourselves, because if we're too absorbed, we'll never think of anybody else. Work, time, hobbies, and money, only caring about self makes everything else seem funny. I don't have time, they should get a job, and my meeting is more important. A reoccurring theme built over time has clouded their vision over what's more important. A job is a means to an end and should never be our livelihood, because they're meant to facilitate what matters, our real livelihood. Family, friends, and the people in our world, we must first exit our reality to truly be unfurled. Once we've overcome the hurdle of ourselves, we'll become more aware of everybody else. We're more receptive, we're more engaged, and we're more aware of our surroundings. With the ability to see more, we have the capability to be more astounding. With family, we'll grow a greater appreciation for quality time. Because regardless of the gift you give, you can never go back in time. Through quality time, you'll generate more meaningful conversations. And with a greater level of trust, you'll have access to greater information. Once you've unlocked your spirit, you'll share to those in need. Wanting to see how you can provide, you've now lost sight of greed. Money, time, a gift, or volunteer, as you start to get involved, a new level of happiness appears. And all this derived just from you getting involved. So instead of worrying about one person, you're now joyful to all. So now that we've discussed the why and the how, in point number 3, we go over how to give to the crowd. Point number 3, give. Happiness is rooted in us, and giving is our expression. So now let's share our joy to everyone in succession. When it comes to family, they're the first group in our mind. But when we've taken them for granted, we get caught in a bind. What do they want? What could it be? I wonder what exactly they want under this tree. Those are questions that we want to answer, but if absent, remain a mystery. But now we're more active, we're more engaged and more involved in their lives. So when it comes to a present, we know is bound to be right. And if we're still struggling, we can rightfully ask what would catch your eye, because since we've been present, our family won't hold any spite. So on the other side are donations. The goal is to be generous and spread cheer like Santa did. So this is our chance to do it for a cause, the homeless or the kids. Although we may have no relation and may never see them again, this is our chance to remind them that they'll always have a friend, a gift, a toy, canned goods, or actions. Being in a fortunate position, it's our jobs to give them satisfaction. We want to remind them to not let their circumstances define their life, because regardless of where we are, someone should always be by our side. So let's step out, be present, and give from the bottom of our hearts, because this year, we're going to give cheerfully right from the start. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, please feel free to check out the channel and subscribe, because there's more in store. From one witness to another, you are special. Look out.